Hi Gemini, welcome to my channel, Baddison Intuitive Tarot. In today's reading, I'm taking a look into your romantic love life for the week of February 2025. I'm going to pull an 8-card spread, see who's heading towards you this week with romantic interest in you. Whether it's someone brand new or someone that you already know, I will definitely do my best to see who's all up in your energy this week romantically. I'll get the scoop, I'll take a look at you guys' situation, your story together, things like that. Just please keep an open mind, Gemini, that I do get very nosy in my readings. I don't hold back and I do not sugarcoat. So if you hear something that upsets you in this reading, but at the same time doesn't make sense to your situation, then let that message go. Only take what resonates with you, leave behind the rest. All right, so let's get nosy. Please tap into the energy of Gemini today. Who's making their way towards Gemini this week, and what's the status of their connection? Are they new? Do they have a backstory together? What's going on? 2 more shuffles. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful Gemmy Gems. Okay, so the person coming towards you this week, how do they feel about you deep down? We have the 10 of Cups. Now, oftentimes when the 10 of Cups shows up in someone's feelings position, it tells me that whoever this person is already feels like you guys are already in a happy relationship, may have been together for a while now. And if you're not already in a relationship with this person, Gemini, they could be telling me that they're hoping that that gets changed very soon and that you guys end up together, okay? Either way, someone's feeling like there's a future between the two of you. Let's get their true intentions, though. I still want to see what their intentions are with you. Intentions? Ace of Swords. You've got someone that's ready to talk about something. There's something that they want to, clear the air about, or there's something that they feel like if they were to talk to you about, it would create a breakthrough for the two of you's relationship together. Again, I don't know what your history is with this person, but the Ace of Swords is really wanting to come forward and get to the bottom of something, okay? And they're coming in with good energy towards you. They're coming in with your best interests in mind with that 10 of Cups. There's honesty here. There's a truth being revealed. Okay, let's take a look at more. Their behavior towards you this week is the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups as behavior, that's someone that's wanting to be very careful with your feelings, wanting to be considerate of your feelings, wanting to be kind and loving and nurturing, like the Queen of Cups is representing, okay? It's Cancerian energy, but also Scorpio and Pisces. This person wants to treat you in a way that leaves you feeling cared for, okay? And when you look at the 10 of Cups card, Gemini, it's the King and Queen of Cups. It's the Queen of Cups right there and the King of Cups right there, okay? So it feels like you got someone that is trying to lead this connection in the way of having a secure future with you. Now, let me take a look at your feelings. If you show me you don't like this person, I'm going to feel bad breaking this person's heart. What's Gemini's feelings for this person? The Page of Pentacles. You do have interest in this person, Gemini, but you want to take it slowly. You're trying to be responsible about your approach with this person. Now, if this is someone that you're already in a long-term relationship with, there might be something new happening to the two of you that you're wanting to really carefully look at, whether it's a new addition to the family, whether you guys are adopting a puppy or a cat together to bring more joy into your relationship, or this is you being given an offer to be in a relationship with this person and you're just trying to make sure that this person's being practical, that this person's being genuine, that this offer is not hollow, things like that. What's the potential challenge for Gemini this week? The 8 of Cups. There's a part of you that might turn your back on this person for some reason, and I need to find out why. Maybe this person's already given you promises and didn't follow through, or maybe this person's coming into your life so soon after maybe you left another person in the past, where you're just trying to figure out if you're even ready to accept another person into your life, okay? There's something going on here. And when the 8 of Cups is in the challenge position, Gemini, I read it in reverse. And the 8 of Cups in reverse can represent an inability to walk away from something that's holding someone back. Unable to officially close the door to an old chapter to begin a new chapter. Now, if this is a new person in your life, Gemini, this could be telling me that there's still this feeling of you looking back at your past in the hopes that either someone from your past returns and you don't want them to return while they see you move on with someone else. Or if this is connected to this person, you and this person may have had some things happen in your relationship that tested the strength of your relationship, and now you're struggling with maybe, you know, giving it another go with this person, but having trouble forgetting about what happened in the first place, especially if some, you know, betrayal took place that you're having trouble letting go of and moving on from, things like that. We'll see. What's your potential weekly outcome, Gemini? The Six of Wands. You carrying those W's. The Six of Wands as your weekly outcome tells me that whatever's going on in your life, Gemini, you feel successful about something. You feel like you're winning in some area of your life. All right, whether it's in your career, whether it's in your love department, you're just overall feeling like, yes, everything's working in my favor, finally. Kind of like that. Like you feel like something is working in your favor. Like you did something the right way, maybe. Whatever you did, it worked in your favor. That's all that's telling me. What's your advice? King of Cups. Now, your person's coming towards you as the Queen of Cups, and your advice is the King of Cups. That could be advising you guys to have a heart-to-heart conversation about the future of this relationship to see if you guys are willing to work together to really make this relationship what it could turn into, or if it's best to just, you know, appreciate the moment you guys had and turn your backs on each other. Again, the Ten of Cups shows the King and Queen of Cups. So it's pretty much saying if you both really wanted to, you guys can make this relationship last a very, very long time. Whenever I see the same suit, it's an automatic soulmate connection for me, where two people met each other for a specific purpose or purposes. Okay. What's the overall energy for Gemini this week? The Nine of Wands. I feel like I'm tapping into a Gemini that's wanting to know, is it all worth it in the end? Is climbing up this ladder really worth it to me? Okay, you may feel like your relationships in general have been nothing but hardships, one after the other, whether dealing with your bloodline, family, whether dealing with friendships, co-workers, romantic interests. You feel like all your relationships have just been an uphill battle up to this point, and you're asking yourself, is it worth it, or should I just be left alone? Maybe being alone feels safer. You know, you may be asking yourself, you know, you can't, ooh, Temperance is influencing that, and the Ace of Pentacles. Now, Temperance is here to say, Gemini, you know, make a decision when you feel like your energy is nice and balanced, all right? When you're calm, cool, and collected. Making a decision when you're upset or overly excited, it doesn't really line up well, okay, most times. They're showing me that you are a very strong person, that you've been through a lot of crap. You've been through hell and back, all right? And you're just trying to figure out, is this freaking worth it? Should I just walk away from relationships in general? Okay, so let me start clarifying. We started off really good. That's why I like to get the main spread and start clarifying before I get too excited, because just based off of these first three cards from your person, I would have thought, wow, you've got really something good here, Gemini. Okay? But diving deeper into the situation, scratching the surface, you know, to really get to the bottom of something, you really see what you're working with. So let's start with this person's feelings for you. We got the Ten of Cups. The Hierophant. Yeah, some of you guys may already be married to this person, and you guys' relationship went through some hard times recently, and that rainbow is here to say that the storm is now over. Now you guys can learn from it and grow from it. For my Geminis dealing with a new person, this person may be acknowledging that they met you right after a very tumultuous time in their own life, and they're seeing you as the blessing after the storm. Okay? And they want to be with you. Four Wands. This person wants to be with you. Look at that. Look at that. The Hierophant and the Four Wands, that's The only thing missing right now is the Justice card to really say that that looks like a legally binding marriage certificate energy. And I do have Justice influencing the Four of Pentacles right here. But I want the card to actually come out for me to assign it to the card that I'm clarifying. But we've got the Four of Wands and we got the Hierophant, indicating that this person doesn't want to continue looking for anyone. They feel like they've already found what they're looking for. It's convincing you now. And it's not telling me that this person feels like they have to sell themselves to you. No. But I definitely feel like some of you Geminis may be experiencing some relationship PTSD when it comes to trusting people. Your trust in people may have been really tainted in the past. Okay? Where you're just trying to be there for yourself. You feel like you're the only one that can really be there for yourself. And you're trying to be responsible. Okay? Let me clarify your feelings, because you're not giving me anything negative as far as your feelings for this person. It's the Eight of Cups and the blockage that's concerning me. And then seeing the Nine of Wands as the overall energy. Please clarify Gemini's feelings for this person. You might be enjoying a friendship with them right now. Why the Page of Pentacles? Ace of Cups, you do want to be with this person, Gemini. You both want each other. You're just having trouble like letting that guard down with that Nine of Wands card as your overall energy, and just saying, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it. F it, I'm gonna go all in. All right. Yeah, for some of you, this is a new person that just wants to find their life partner, and they're wanting to talk to you and see where your head's at about this relationship, because maybe they feel like you turn your back on them sometimes whenever they are trying to get close to you and have important conversations with you. They might feel like you avoid those type of conversations, or that's flipped for someone here. By the way, if you're watching this video on a TikTok platform, I am not on TikTok. Someone's taking my videos and posting them on TikTok. I'm only on YouTube. I do have a private TikTok account, but it's private. I use it for my own personal use for right now. I might use it in the future for videos, but right now, someone's stealing my videos, okay? Anywho, back to the message. Now, looking at your feelings, Gemini, with the Ace of Cups and the Page of Pentacles being here, with the Knight of Swords now showing up, I feel like you need more clarity from this person in order to ease any tension you might have, or to release any insecurities you might have. Like, you're a big talker, you know, you rule the third house, you're ruled by Mercury, which is all about communication and ideas and thoughts. I feel like the way to get closer to your heart is by answering your questions, giving information to you that might help you understand this person's character, what type of person that they are, things like that. The more a Gemini learns about you, the more comfortable a Gemini will feel. Okay, at least that's been my experience with Geminis in my own life. The more I talk to them about my intentions, my plans, my ideas, my experiences, and really let Gemini get to know me and get to know Gemini, I feel like that's when a Gemini lets their guard down. In my experience anyway, your mileage may vary. For those of you Geminis that feel like you and your person may have gone through a hardship recently, I feel like you are willing to hear them out, okay? But you really are trying to take something responsibly, all right? Whether you got children involved and you're trying to think about them. Let's clarify the blockage, and then I'm gonna go straight into their intentions. I really wanna see what's going on here. The Eight of Cups and the blockage could also be the energy of having trouble walking away from old behaviors that seem to always disrupt the flow of relationships. Whether that's you or this person saying, man, why do I always do that? It never works out in my favor. I thought I stopped doing that BS. You know, something like that. And I am seeing the Five of Cups, which is all about regret for the past. You can't change the past. You can only learn from it and grow from it. Maybe someone's hung up on the past. Maybe someone's wondering if a past person will return and worry that they'll see that someone has moved on and walk away for good. It's like, I almost feel like I have a Gemini that's got 2 feet in different positions here. You got one on your past and another foot on your present. Why the Eight of Cups? Eight of Swords, Gemini energy. Double eights, that's the number of the Tower. You may be feeling like you're experiencing an internal tower with your life this week, Gemini, and you're trying to make sense of everything. And it doesn't even have to be related to this person. It could be in your life in general. You may feel like life just keeps on lifing, and you're like, when can I just have a day off from my brain? Okay? Now, with the Eight of Swords being here, the Eight of Swords is all about self-limiting beliefs, self-imposed, prisons. It's analysis paralysis. It's, grabbing our own shovel and digging ourselves a hole and not coming out of it, okay? There's like a hamster wheel I'm seeing. And that's kind of what that Eight of Cups in reverse is saying with the Eight of Swords here. Now, since this is in the blockage position, I'm going to reverse that Eight of Swords energy. Eight of Swords in reverse is breaking free from the past, but still being connected to the past at the same time. I know, make that make sense. Imagine breaking free from your past with that Eight of Swords in reverse, but still being connected to the past at the exact same time. That's almost the equivalent of getting out of an unhealthy relationship, but that unhealthy relationship is still affecting your present time, your present relationships, how you build with people. So you're out of it, but you're still there. So I might be tapping into a Gemini that not too long ago broke free from a emotional roller coaster, and now you're building with somebody, and you got your wall up, or vice versa. Okay? I got the Devil here, I got the Ten of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Someone's still haunted by the ending of an old cycle is what I'm kind of getting. Okay? What if this person hurts me? I'm also getting that someone needs more time to pour into their cup. I am getting a lot of anxiety for somebody. Let me clarify this person's intentions. Maybe this will help us out. Why is the Ace of Swords this person's intentions? I just saw the Queen of Cups. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Cancerian. Or you have a Cancer in your life that might be offering you some comfort and support right now. Could be a friend, a family member. Why the Ace of Swords as this person's intentions with Gemini this week? King of Cups. Temperance. And then I see the Two of Swords. If this is the person that may have hurt you recently, Gemini, and you guys are trying to square things off and heal and release the past, and someone's having trouble moving on from things, this person does feel like what they may need to say to you might help you out. Okay? I am getting the phrase, let's talk. And I got that same message on Aries' reading. So I don't know if you're connecting with an Aries, or you have Aries in your rising or moon. Or something needs to be looked at in time for Aries season. That's, spring. To have a new beginning. To officially release things. I'm also getting a Gemini that feels like your feelings get ignored a lot of the time, whether it's directed at this person or just in general. You may feel like your feelings don't get the proper consideration that you give to other people's feelings. Like I have a Gemini that feels totally misunderstood. Give me another card on this person's intentions with Gemini this week. It feels like you got someone that wants to build a life with you, but is competing with your past. Yeah. That's what I'm getting, Gemini. It feels like you got someone that's coming towards you, wanting to build a life with you, but is competing with your past. Okay? Whether you still bring up your ex a lot to this person, or, you might say things like, oh man, my ex used to do this, my ex used to do that. I hope you don't do that, and this person's just trying to figure things out with you, or that's flipped for somebody. Because the Ace of Cups is telling me that this is an opportunity for a new beginning. Okay? And you got the Page of Pentacles, which talks about new beginnings. At first, I wasn't sure if this person was acknowledging that you guys were already happily married and in a relationship. But the more I'm digging into this person's life and yours, it feels like this is someone that is on the pursuit of true happiness and finding their life partner, and they met you and they're curious about you. They're open to nurturing this with you, and you're open to it too. But then things about your past start to get you in your head, or your person's head. Someone's doing it. I can't shake it. Someone's doing it. I need more information off of that. Let me clarify that again, and then I'll continue the spread. I do see the Moon and the Six of Swords and the Sun. Okay. The Moon and the Sun, opposites. It's like someone's in this boat, unsure of where it's being directed. Okay. It's like from night and day, someone's in that boat, just floating in it, not sure of where to go with it. It's like lingering. Six of Swords is that card about moving on from stress and conflict and pain and worry and finding peace. And then I see the Five of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. Some of you guys might work with someone. Now, if all this frustration is tied into this person, Gemini, it looks like this person's trying to talk to you about something before any final decisions are made. But if this is not the person that you feel has been hurting you or has hurt you throughout the past, I do feel like they're trying to offer up some options for you in the relationship to see what will bring you guys most happiness, to find a nice balance or compromise. Because the Seven of Cups is showing up here, letting you know that you have more options available to you. It's not cut and dry. It's not one way or the other. It's not black or white. You know, this person's pretty much saying, hey, there's other options for us to look at in our relationship. Whether one option is to just remain friends right now, while the other option is to date but casually, while the other option is to take a break, or the other option is to just be in a relationship and go for it. There's different options that someone is presenting to someone around this time frame. It's definitely showing me someone in their feelings and tapping into their deep emotions, and that's in this person's behavior position with the Queen of Cups and their intentions with the King of Cups. It's like this person is really wanting to connect to you emotionally, let you know that they understand where you're coming from and that they care about your feelings and will respect whatever decision you have to make. Wow, Gemini, this is the most mature person I've had for you in a while. No offense, crosswatcher. But this is like, whoever this person is, they're coming towards you in a way that's very mature. Okay? So if this is someone new coming towards you soon after you went through a breakup a while back or not too long ago, this person's pretty much saying, Gemini, if you need more time before accepting my love offer, that's fine. As long as we're being honest with each other and, you know, we're at least going to see some progress made, I'm fine with whatever you need me to do. We can be friends right now if you want. We can date casually if you want. Whatever you want. Okay? This person's pretty much giving more options. Okay? And the Six of Wands as your outcome shows me success. A successful conversation, a successful exchange between you and this person, or you just feel like you're overcoming some obstacles in your life. I hope this is making sense. Let's clarify this person's behavior towards you this week. I am getting a very kind, nurturing person. This person might work in the medical department, whether as a doctor, a nurse, CNA, or counseling. This person's got some strong emotional maturity and emotional intelligence, or they just know people really well. Maybe very intuitive, very empathic. Why the Queen of Cups? Empress. Gemini, this person is coming in really sweet. Now, if you're watching this and saying to yourself, Baddison, my person is being a jerk, they're being a bleep, they're being so cruel to me, then this is not the reading for you, all right? Because this is not what I'm tapping into for this person. If you can honestly say to yourself, my person is a jerk and is not emotionally mature whatsoever, then this is not your reading. And if you are connecting with someone like that, you definitely have some soul searching to do. I would not tolerate that disrespect at all. And maybe you're struggling with walking away from someone that's mistreating you and feeling like maybe there's not someone very kind and gentle that's out there for you. Sometimes when we're in abusive relationships, we seem to think either we can't find anything better or that is as good as we're gonna get, and we settle. That's usually what happens when you're dealing with someone emotionally manipulative and toxic. They program you into thinking that they are the best option. So Gemini, if you're watching this right now and you do not have someone kind in your life right now, and you're struggling with letting go of a person that's hurting you in any way, you do have more options available to you, okay? Never settle for abuse in any way. Emotional, mental, physical, financial, spiritual, all right? There's always options, okay? Your safety and well-being is top priority, and that could also be why the King of Cups is in your advice position. All right? Fill up your cup. But if you do resonate with whomever this person may be, I feel like you would be happy with that Ace of Cups, Page of Pentacles, if they truly are being this gentle with you and caring towards you. Clarify that Six of Wands for Gemini's weekly outcome. Now, if you're in no contact with someone right now, the situation is very wonky and confusing, Gemini, I will pull your person's hidden message. But if you're resonating with this person, I feel like this person really cares about you, wants to be with you, adores you. This person, I feel, could really love the heck out of you. Clarify that Six of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Feeling grounded, feeling stable, feeling like you've got something under control, feeling like you're 10 toes deep into your situation, and feeling really comfortable with the attention that you're receiving from somebody. Queen of Cups. Could definitely be a water sign that's coming towards you. I'm strongly getting some watery energy for them. It doesn't have to be a water sun sign, but this person's got to have some strong water in their tank. Whether in their sun, moon, rising, Mars, Venus, north node, south node for some. Let's clarify your advice. Why the King of Cups? Judgment. Use your judgment is all. Don't let anyone tell you what to do, Gemini. At the end of the day, only you can make your decisions. Don't let a tarot reading tell you what to do. Me, friends, family, this person, nobody but yourself. Just review everything carefully. For those of you who are still grieving the loss of another person while getting to know this person, they are showing you paying your respect to the memories of that relationship and taking in everything that you've learned. And for others, you're really trying to figure out if this is someone that you can resolve the issues with, if this is someone that you've had some tough, challenges with, okay? But that's you making that final decision. And then I see the star on the bottom. Stay hopeful that something's working in your favor. So let's get your person's hidden message. Again, a reminder, if you're finding this video on TikTok, I am not on TikTok. I only post videos on my YouTube channel. So if there's a link on that TikTok platform for you to book a reading, it's not a link I put there. You can only book a reading on my website, BaddisonIntuitiveTarot.com. That's 2 D's, not one for Baddison. All right. Please rock that like and subscribe button if you're a girl, and if you would like to book a private reading with me, Gemini, you'll find the link to my website in the description box below of every video that I do on YouTube, BaddisonIntuitiveTarot.com. And every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I go live with the All Signs Their Feelings for You reading, where I tap into your person's energy again, and I show my face on those videos so I can connect with you a little bit more. I'll leave in the description box below this video the most recent All Signs reading I did. It's still good for the entire week. Actually, those videos are timeless. All you have to do is click on that All Signs link and then toggle to the Gemini timestamp, because it's a very long live stream. It's friggin' over 3 hours. If you want, of course. You were the love of my life. I didn't figure that out before. I know now that it's true. I couldn't handle your words when you were upset with me. It was too painful. Remember, this is my no contact group. I have to be in contact with you again. I miss you too much. It hurts to see online that you've moved on with your life. All right, Gemini, that's for you. I'll check back with you in a few days for your next weekly update. Till then, do what's best for you and smile until your cheeks hurt. Love ya. Namaste.